For your simulation activity week 1, what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and read the instructions. Okay, last week we have already recorded on line 1, we have already recorded our beginning balance. Okay, make sure you put a date. I do not have dates included in here because this will change year to year. And quarter to, or semester to semester. So make sure you do have a date. Anything that's a deposit, you are going to end up putting automatic deposit. If you are paying things out, it will be either a debit card or an automatic payment, and it could vary, okay? And everybody's could be slightly different depending on what you think you would have set up. Okay, so once we have that installed, you are supposed to record your first paycheck. Your first paycheck is obviously going to be deposited, and it is going to be put in here. And then you're going to take your balance. This is the positive or the addition column. So we are going to add this number, and we get 2819 for this for mine. Okay. Now I also would suggest filling out the top of this if you have not already done so. Life cards, student loans. If you don't have any, just put 0. What is your rent? This is your portion of the rent. Your renter's insurance, your car payment. Car insurance is either going to be $175 or $200 unless you have no car payment and no insurance because you do public transportation. I did not do public transportation, so mine is 0 here, but you might have money here. What phone plan did you do? Okay, we are also going to deposit 10% of each of our checks that we get into savings. So we're going to take this number, multiply it by 10%, and we are going to get a number here. Anything else that is a fixed payment, you might want to go ahead and stick here so you don't have to keep resorting back to your packet. Okay, otherwise you have to keep going back to your packet and you have to go through all of this. So anything else you might want to record here. Back to what else we need to do. Oops. That would be, if we look in here, we have 10% of your paycheck into savings. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to take that out of our checking account. Okay, so we're going to take it out of our checking account. It's going to be an automatic payment. I'm going to do this either the day after my paycheck or the day of. And I'm going to put that as savings transfer. Okay, the category, is it a need, is it a want, or is it a savings debt payment? Okay, so this is going to be savings for $181.90. So I'm going to take this number minus this number, and I get this number. The next transaction is going to be, it says R, record your life card. So you received a life card, you will record that, and that, depending on what it is, could be an automatic payment or it could be a debit card. Mine is a dog. Okay, so mine is a $45 subtraction because I have a dog. So it's dog food and things like that. So it's things I have to go to the store. So I buy things at the store on a debit card. So I'm going to put debit card, life card. That is a want. All your life cards are going to be wants. And that mine is a payment. You could have had an addition. Maybe you have a part-time job. That would go here and that would be added to your balance. Mine gets subtracted because it is in the subtract column. Again, don't forget you do need dates. Then you're going to go down and you're going to do your weekend card. What did you do last weekend? It's going to vary. Those will get stapled to the top of your paper here or to the bottom. Just make sure it's not over your name. So you will take that and you will either staple it to the bottom down here or to the top up here. That's going to be up to you. Then we are going to go down, and again, this is just following instructions. We are going to go down to our Kroger. It says stopped at Kroger to get some groceries on March 27th or whatever the date is. There are going to be different dates. So put the dates that are asked for in here, and you're going to click on this and spin, and whatever pops up, that's how much you spent at Kroger. Don't go picking the lowest one, okay? Do whatever it says. Then you're going to record your rent. Notice if you are absent and did not pay by this date, there is a $50 late fee. So make sure that you go in here and do that. The utilities, that is another variable expense. That's why that was not on the fixed payments. So you will spin the wheel on that. And then car insurance. Now, this one, it says car insurance due April 1st. If no car payment, if you don't have a car payment, you're going to pay $175, okay, for your car insurance. If you do have a car payment, it's a little bit more expensive, but your repairs are probably going to be a little less, okay? If you have no car because you have public transit, put no car, okay, on this line, okay? So, and make sure that there is a 0 transaction. Obviously, normally you would not do this, but for the simulation purpose, this is what will be on that line. So it will end up looking something like this. You should have something for all lines all the way down to line 9. Okay, and these are all subtractions unless you had a life card that was an addition. When we get to week 2, they're going to be the same type of transactions. You're just going to have to read the instructions and follow, record whatever it is that you need. One thing I did forget to mention is the savings. We took it out of savings. We do need to put that into our savings account. So I'm going back to this, and we are going to go and find our savings register, or if it's a different year, maybe I did something different. Just make sure you have your savings register, and you're going to go in here and you're going to put the date, and then the checking transfer, because it came from checking and it got transferred in here. And this is a deposit. It came from here as a withdrawal and got put in here. So now I will take my beginning balance plus my deposit. So I now have a new balance. And that's all there is to this.